lot of people are asking today, what's going on in the real estate market? Is the resurgence of COVID-19 affecting our market? Something seems a little off with our market today. Let's talk about what that could be. I'm Nancy Dykeman. I'm a local real estate broker in Florida, and we have had a boom. We call it a Zoom market now. That is, people are buying homes on Zoom or on FaceTime. Well, first of all, we all know we do have a resurgence right now of COVID-19, and that doesn't make things easy for realtors or for buyers or for sellers. It does make it more complicated. We definitely want to take the precautions that keep everybody safe, right? But people still want to buy and people still want to sell. So how do we make that happen? We look at real estate on a seasonal basis. So first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, and they're all different. And right now, the third quarter is vacation time. And that is mostly what's causing the little bit of slowdown. Now, it's not slowing down and it's not going down. It is a little less of a frenzy than it normally is. So our realtors are saying, well, I got 3 offers on this house instead of 10. So what's causing that? And it also is sensitive not only to seasons, but the real estate market is sensitive to price points and what people can afford. So in our lower price point, or a price point below $200,000, it is still every bit of a frenzy if the homes are priced correctly for the market. Some people, however, are starting to increase their home prices over what the market is willing to pay. So we're seeing a few homes sit there. In the over 200 market, as the prices go up, we're seeing 2 and 3 offers per house instead of 7 or 8. Is that a slowing down? We don't think so. It's a seasonal slow is what it is. It is the vacationers and the back to school families that are busy getting their children ready for back to school. And we know there's been one heck of a vacation season in Florida. People have flocked to the Sunshine State for their vacations. The economic boost has been fantastic. The first time we had the outbreak of COVID, let's go back a year, and people were so afraid that they hibernated. They didn't go anywhere. Their states were shut down. They couldn't go places. So people are looking at this resurgence very, very differently from a standpoint of how it's going to affect their lives. They still traveled. They still took vacations. They still are eating out in restaurants. That didn't happen during the original COVID outbreak. So these are things that are different this time around. People aren't as afraid anymore. A lot of people have had their vaccines. So they feel like it's safer to travel. They feel like it's safer to eat in restaurants. They don't feel as restricted, and they're not being as restricted as they were the first time around. So the world is different now. We're living with it instead of fearing life because of it. So it's not affecting our real estate market per se, that it's slowing it down. I think what's going to happen very soon is it's going to speed up, because we have some buyers who have not been able to buy because of COVID-19. For instance, let's look at the international buyer. They haven't been able to come and buy. There's some pent-up demand there that's going to catch up with us when they are able to travel and buy properties in the U.S. So that's something to look forward to that's actually going to increase the demand even more. So the international buyers are going to increase. We don't know when, but we know it is going to happen. We still have the millennials, who more of them want to buy than ever before because their rents are going up so drastically. It's amazing the way the rental market has changed. So millennials who might have hesitated from buying before still want to buy it. We won't catch up with that demand for a few years. That is a true demand that we need to continue to provide homes for. So there's still a bit of a frenzy there. And the price point that those millennials usually buy in is the most reasonable price point. So there's still a true demand there. Let's talk about 55 plus communities for a minute. That is something that may be affected a little bit because some people don't want to put their homes on the market right now. So we have less inventory there. We still have the demand for buyers because we still have people coming in from other states who want to be in the sun states, and we are definitely one of the sunbelt states. So Florida's full of 55 plus communities. We have less inventory there still. It has increased a little bit, but not enough to cause a slowdown in the market. There again, pricing is the key in the 55 plus communities. The most affordable homes in the 55 plus communities are still flying off the shelves. In the upper price point, not quite as much. So that's a take on your 55 plus communities. We still get lots of multiple offers on homes. We still get cash winning on homes. So 25% of our overall sales are cash, and cash usually wins because of the lack of contingencies that people are putting through. We still have people using escalation clauses to win homes. If you'd like to know more about that, I can do a video especially on escalation clauses. Some like them, some hate them, but they're still around. Another thing that we watch really close is each week we do a little synopsis that we send out an email for. And if you'd like to receive this email, if you'll shoot me an email, I'll be happy to put you on the list. We say how many homes sold last week in our area, how many homes went in pending last week in our area, and how many homes came on the market in our area last week. And we still have far more homes going in pending and closing than we do coming on the market for sale. That's one little statistic that we use to see where we are in the market, and a lot of people, a lot of investors watch that. They always want to see, if they're buying homes for investment, they want to see that more are going on pending than are coming on the market for sale, and then the closings happen after that. So an investor still knows that this is a very good market to buy in. Now, what about the builders? What's happening with the builder market? The builders are starting to strategize. At first, they were selling everything that they could get built right out of the gate. Now, they're deliberately slowing some of the building process and some of the selling process to have the proper price increases so they still make their profit margins. So they don't want to be subject to, by selling homes too early, the price of lumber, as we all watch that just rise and fall. So they don't want to be subject to those things. So they're waiting until they have enough homes built to price them accordingly. And many of the builders in our area are now using the lottery system, where they'll only release a certain amount of homes. Like they might have 30 buyers, but 3 homes that they're going to release. So you put your name in a hat and they draw it out, and that's called a lottery system for actually being able to buy a new construction home in some of our communities. So rising rents is going to create more buyers. People being able to work anywhere they want to, that's still a thing that's going on. Companies are allowing more people to work from home. They're going to move to the sunbelt states and the no income tax states and have a higher quality of life from a better climate. So that's still going to continue for quite some time. So some states like New York and parts of California are losing population, and all of the sunbelt states that are no income tax states are gaining population. We expect that to continue for a good few years to come. Right now, we're in a 6-month low for mortgage rates. So that's also going to stimulate some buying activity. And we still have homeowners that are just now starting to come out of forbearance. And when they come out of forbearance and get their mortgages modified, they may actually decide to sell and buy something else. They still have large equity in their homes. Right now, an owner who's in forbearance, a homeowner, cannot qualify to buy another house. But when they get that problem solved, which is probably going to be solved within the next few months, they may look around and maybe they want a larger home because they're working from home now. So you're going to have more inventory coming on the market in the next few months that will help the supply and demand, and those homeowners themselves may want to make a change, may want a larger home, smaller home, new home, whatever it's going to be. So you're going to have more activity there. So we are in very, very good shape for the months and hopefully years to come in our market in sunny Florida. Thank you for watching my video today. Please subscribe, and I'll keep you updated on the market as the market changes, because there's always changes. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.